Tonight, the sensational trial of Dr. Conrad Murray, day one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence in this case will show that Michael Jackson literally put his life in the hands of Conrad Murray.
The Jackson family looks on while fans from around the world crowd outside the courthouse.
The evidence is not going to show you that Michael Jackson died when Dr. Murray gave him propofol for sleep. What the evidence is going to show you is that Michael Jackson died when Dr. Murray stopped.
But as the world watches, what is the truth? Who caused the death of Michael Jackson?
Dr. Murray's repeated incompetent and unskilled acts that led to Mr. Jackson's death.
The scientific evidence will show you that when Dr. Murray left the room, Michael Jackson self-administered a dose of propofol that, with the lorazepam, created a perfect storm that killed him instantly.
This is Piers Morgan Tonight. I'll turn now to a panel of legal experts. Mike Barnes, attorney and drug policy expert. Mark Geragos, who for a time represented Michael Jackson in his molestation trial. Sean Macias, who's close to the defense team. And Dmitry Gorin, who's known lead prosecutor David Walgren since the early days in the DA's office. Let me start with you, Dmitry Gorin. You know David Walgren. How did he do today, do you think, in laying out his case?
David did an excellent job in his opening statement. I think it was very clear. It was organized. I think the jury and the audience could easily follow along what happened here, what led to Michael Jackson's death. He's a very, very good attorney, and I'm not surprised he did such an excellent job in his opening statement today.
Sean Macias, what did you think? You're close to the defense. This is one of those cases, it's going to get quite technical, one senses. What was your feeling as the day unraveled?
You know, I had the same feeling as the counsel that just spoke earlier. I think that the prosecution came out, they had a wow factor, they had a lot of arts and crafts, but I think the defense counsel came out strong after lunch and definitely was discussing the factor that Michael Jackson ingested it and caused his own death. And I think it's going to be a very technical case, and hopefully that the jury won't be bored and, you know, not get wowed by these arts and crafts that the prosecution is going to put out.
Defense attorney Ed Chernoff has said that the judge's refusal to allow information about Jackson's previous drug use, in his words, gutted a good deal of his defense strategy. Did he make up ground today? Is that going to be a major problem for him?
I absolutely think that he made up ground today, and I think that he is going to take it, you know, as the evidence progresses, and I think that it's going to be, I think that the prosecution came out very strong today, but I think that's, it was a lot of bang and a lot of dust, but as it settles, I think the defense is going to come out a lot stronger.
Dmitry Gorin, a lot of play is going to be made, clearly, of Michael Jackson's mental and physical health at the time that this happened. There was this very disturbing audio played today, which was pretty shocking to everybody, seeming to suggest that, you know, 2 months before, Michael Jackson was in a pretty zombified state when that recording was made, suggesting a big problem with these kind of drugs. There was also Kenny Ortega, Michael's longtime collaborative partner, who testified today that he warned people before Michael Jackson died that he was concerned about his health, and Conrad Murray said, no, he's fine. He's in good mental and physical condition. How significant is this debate over his health before he died, do you think, going to be?
I think it's very significant. I think the prosecutor's position is going to be that Dr. Murray was on notice here. Dr. Murray knew he had a patient whose health was compromised, a patient who appeared to be addicted, that people close to the patient were telling Dr. Murray, look, you got to do something. And what did Dr. Murray do? Dr. Murray continued to administer propofol, texted his girlfriends, and then hid the fact that propofol was used by him from the responders, the 911 call responders. So I think Michael Jackson's prior health condition was very important. I think it makes it more difficult for Dr. Murray to defend himself because to everyone around Michael Jackson, it was obvious Michael Jackson was in distress and needed some serious help. You don't end up weighing 110 pounds at your death unless you're in hospice care. And unfortunately, in this case, Dr. Murray failed to provide sufficient care, was grossly negligent, and therefore the government has decided to prosecute him for being guilty of involuntary manslaughter.